Welcome back to Daily Discussion. So here's what I learned from my mistakes this weekend where I was able to practice my philosophy, and also why it ended up being a very good thing what I ended up doing with poking the hole through the wire. So as I was going back and reevaluating, I was looking at it, and my addition of that last hole to reinforce the wall ladder basically poked a hole into the wire from the beginning. I did not know it though. And because I didn't know it, it was slowly melting the screw on the tip of it. And eventually that would have potentially either electrified it or maybe even just got it hot enough to start a fire. And I wouldn't have known. So the fact that it was sticking out and it forced me to take it out and then inset it a little bit, then push it all the way through the wire and then turn the power off. And that led me to discover the fact that I had poked a hole in the wire in the first place. Had I not had all those sequences of events go in, if the spacing was correct and the wire or the screw would have been fine where it was and I wouldn't have had to inset it, I would never have poked all the way through the wire, and then eventually it may have started a fire just because I didn't know that it was in the wire in the first place. So that sequence of events, even though it seemed like it was kind of a hassle and it's going to end up costing me, it was ultimately a good thing because the discovery I made later on, which could have eventually saved my house. So by me not overreacting, not panicking, not getting irritated and upset, just going with the flow, I was able to figure all this out and go back through, reevaluate what happened, and maybe look for the positives in it. And I was able to find it and identify that. So that's kind of why these things are important to kind of go through and just reevaluate and see what you can learn from these situations. Maybe why these things that seemed bad might have ended up being positive or good in the end. Now, this is a pretty minute thing at the end of the day, especially because we figured it out and nothing bad also may happen. But you don't know, there's other things that happen in your life that may seem worse, or there may be something even bigger going on that's really hard to deal with emotionally at the time. But when you have this skill set to be able to just let it go through the emotions in the moment, look back through it and see what you might gain from it, it's going to help you ultimately get through those moments faster so that you can get back into something more productive with the rest of your life. So let me know if this helps you and what you think.